All right. So starting on our backs, feet together, knees out to the side. Again, if you have that block, go ahead and place that block underneath you to where you feel nice and comfortable. You want the neck to be relaxed so there's no strain in the neck. And then you can take the arms out to the side, or you can place one hand over the heart, one hand over the belly, and just start to breathe here, guys. We're just pausing here for a moment to just focus on that breath, which is the most important part of our practice. So deep Ujjayi breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. One of my teachers always says the quality of your breath is the quality of your life. So just think about that in practice today as you really continue to focus on that important part of our practice, the Ujjayi breath. Start to feel a rise and fall of the belly. The rise and fall of the chest. And then notice when you inhale, see if you can keep those shoulders down away from the ears. And allow yourself to just settle into the pose here. Let's come up with an intention for our practice. A positive word or phrase that helps motivate you, guide you to end your day on a super positive note. And then we'll take about 3 more breaths. Inhale, big belly breath in. Expand the ribs. Exhale, pull that navel to spine, but then see if you can engage those Uddiyana bandhas, hugging the ribs towards the navel. The navel pulls up and in, and we try to get that diaphragm up underneath the rib. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, we're going to hold it at the top. Exhale, side out. Let it go, ladies and gentlemen. Let the day go. Let's go ahead and release that block if you had it underneath you. All right, and then just go ahead and give yourself a nice big hug here this Monday, this beautiful Monday morning. Rock it side to side here, massaging that lower spine. Really hug, hug, hug in. Good, and then just let the knees fall to the left as you take your gaze over that right shoulder. Taking a nice little spinal twist here. Breathing into that right side of the body, creating some space, some openness. And then bring the knees back to center. Let's go ahead and let them fall to the right. Taking our gaze over that left shoulder. Again, softly breathing into that left side. And then let's bring the knees back to center. Go ahead and extend the legs up. See if you can place the hands underneath the sacrum. Good, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. We're gonna start with our core work today. Yay. Let's go ahead and drop the legs down for 2. Inhale, up for 2. Good. So down for 2. And I'm going to switch it to exhale up for 2. So we're going to inhale down for 2. Exhale up for 2. Now notice if that back arches here, yogis, when you drop the legs down. If the back starts to arch, you've gone too far. We want to hug those ribs in like a corset. Good. And we want to make sure we're not scrunching our entire upper body, our shoulders, our face, right? Good. Let's take about 4 more, nice and slow. Down for 2 and up for 2. Down for 2 and up for 2. Good. We're going to hold the down. Don't let the back arch. Kind of lift the shoulder blades here. And let's do little scissor kicks. Crisscross, crisscross, shoulders down. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then let's do little flutter kicks right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. We're not quite done, so don't get too excited. Let's go ahead and extend the left leg up. Right leg can stay all the way down or hover it for more of a challenge. Left fingertips making that Charlie's Angels mudra. So left arms reach up and over the left side. And then from here, we're just going to crunch and crunch. Good. And I said left arm, but you know I meant left and right. Good. Left. So we're squeezing. I wanted to focus on that left side. Get that left side in your head. Good. Crunch it. Good. For 4, 3, 2, smile, don't grit the teeth. 1, nice. Bring it back in. Give yourself a nice little hug. And then we'll go right into the other side. Right leg up, left leg hovers. Charlie's Angels mudra over to the right leg. And we crunch up. Good. Energetically squeeze those inner thighs here. We have a natural turnout in the legs, most of us. So see if you can kind of engage. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into the chest. Good. Let's rock and roll a couple times here. Let's take about 2. Last one, rock it up. We're just going to walk it back into our downward facing dog. So notice if this is your first downward facing dog of your day, you may be super tight. That's okay, just go with it. I want you to really spiral. So there's an external rotation where my biceps spiral up, my triceps are underneath me. But I'm also hugging the elbows in, and then I'm also pressing away from the mat. So my scapula is kind of drawn down the back. And then just start to move here, yogis, organically. However you need to move, just to kind of open up your body here for the next couple of breaths. Maybe take your gaze towards that belly button. Really scoop and hollow out that belly, keeping that core nice and strong always. Good, and then drop the heels as low as you can. You can bend the knees here if you need to. We're gonna come high on the toes, bend the knees, chest to thigh, ripple through into plank. Right back, chest, knees, chest to thighs, press it up, down dog, drop the heels. Let's do that 2 more times. High on the toes, bend the knees, chest to thigh, ripple through into plank. Bend the knees back, chest to thigh, lift the hips up, down dog, drop the heels. 1 more time. Inhale, high on the toes, bend the knees, chest to thigh, shift forward into that plank. Bend the knees, chest to thigh, lift the hips up, drop the heels down. Nice, 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 nice. Let's inhale that right leg up high. Ground through that left heel, rotate out that top ankle. Bend that right knee, take the gaze underneath the right shoulder, but notice if those elbows start to buckle. Firm those arms. We want those arms super strong here, yogis. Beautiful. Let's inhale that right leg up high. Square the right hip off. Let's bring it through for runner's lunge. Left knee drops down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Good. So remember, you can take the hands onto the knees here if you need to, if you're super tight in your hips. Good. Relax the face, relax the jaw. And we're going to take this a little deeper. So my right hand's going to come onto the mat or the ground or a block. Left arm reaches up and over, and then I'm going to spiral that left shoulder open and lift up through that heart. If that right hand down is too much, you can always keep that right hand onto the hip. Breathe. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead and frame that front foot. Curl the left toes under. You have your runner's lunge. And then right foot meets the left into your plank. Good. I want a deep, exaggerated protraction in the scapula. So press away. Shoulder blades are separated here, firming into the arms. Squeeze the legs like you're squeezing a block. We're going to rock forward. Scoop the belly. Good. Rock back. So I want those shoulders to almost come over the wrist. That's how much forward you're rocking. Rock back. Good. Rock forward. Rock back. One more time. Rock forward. Good. Rock back. Last one. Rock forward. Rock back. And then take it into your down dog. Beautiful. So we're going to come into something new. It's called twisted frog. Okay? So I want you to bend the knees, chest to thighs, and then turn the knees to the left. Okay? So I'm in this like squat position, and you may actually want to watch this first one. I'm going to actually come into my chaturanga from here. So my knees are to the left. I'm going to shift forward as I straighten the legs and come into chaturanga up dog, down dog. All right, let's try that again. Bend the knees, chest to thigh. Turn the knees to the left. Good. Kind of get a little bounce. And then as you come through chaturanga up dog, downward facing dog. All right, let's inhale the left leg up high, ground through that right heel, rotate out that top ankle. And then we bend that left knee this time, stack the hip, take the gaze underneath the left shoulder. Hi, yogis. Good. And then inhale that left leg up high, square the hip off. Let's bring it through runner's lunge. Right knee drops down, inhale, sweep the arms up. Good. Again, hands can come onto the knee if hands lifted or too much on that hip flexor. Relax the shoulders, just breathe. And then I'm going to take this left hand down or on a block. Right arm reaches up and over. And I'm going to spiral that right shoulder open. Good. Place both hands down to frame that front foot. Curl the right toes under. Left foot meets the right into the plank. And here we go. We're going to shift forward. Scoop the belly. Shift back. Nice. Shift forward. Press away from the mat. Shift back. I'm trying to see how much space I can create from my mat to the chest. So let's take one more. Shift forward. Shift back. Down dog. Here comes that twisted frog. Bend the knees, chest to thighs. Turn them to the right. Good. And then you're going to slither through into your chaturanga up dog. Downward facing dog. Let's try that one more time to make sure we got it because I may come back to this. Bend the knees, chest to thigh. Turn the knees to the right. And then you slither through as you square the hips back off. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Hopefully we got that. Let's go ahead and tiptoe our feet to the top of our mat. Good. And then let's just go ahead and find our ragdoll here, grabbing opposite elbows, swing side to side, releasing that lower lumbar spine. Feel free to bend the knees here as much as you need to. And then we're going to get a little shoulder stretch. Clasp those hands behind you. Let those arms come overhead. Good. From here, I want you to drop the hips. Your chest is resting on the thighs. And then as we exhale, we straighten the legs. Maybe you lengthen them a little bit more each time. Bend, drop the hips. Good. Exhale, fold. One more. Bend, drop the hips. Beautiful. Exhale, fold. Keep this right knee bent, and then we're gonna snuggle this right shoulder to the inside of that right knee as you spiral and lean back in this left shoulder. So this is a pretty deep twist. Don't worry if that shoulder doesn't reach the inside. Just do what you can. Stay present, breathe, and smile. You guys are fantastic. Let's go ahead and switch the left knee. So bend the left knee. I'm gonna snuggle this left shoulder to the inside. I'm gonna spiral that right shoulder open as I kind of lean back in this twist. Beautiful, and then straighten the legs one last time. Release the hands down, bend the knees. Slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Finding our Tadasana mountain pose. Close the eyes here just for a couple breaths. Find that internal rotation of the thighs. Shoulder blades draw down the back and try to find stillness in this strong mountain pose. Think of a mountain, it's really still, it's really strong and powerful. One more breath. And open the eyes. We're going to start our variation of sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, flat back, forward folds. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, right leg comes back, right knee drops down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down, left foot meets the right into your plank. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up high. Let's bring it through runner's lunge. Left knee drops down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Let's rock it up. Left foot meets the right, top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice job, yogis. Let's take the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, left leg comes back. Left knee drops down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot meets the left into your plank. Chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up high. Exhale, bring it through. Runner's lunge. Right knee drops down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Rock it up. Right foot meets the left, top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. This time, plant the hands down. You're going to step, hop, or float. Take the float. Meet in your down dog. Holding your down dog for 2 breaths. And then look at the top of your mat. Bend the knees, step, hop, or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. We have 1 more, yogis. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant the hands down. Step, hop, or float. Take a float. Meet in that downward facing dog. Let's switch it up a little here. Let's inhale the left leg up high. Option to come on that right forearm, but then this left hand needs to walk out a little bit in front of me. Bend the left knee and open up underneath that left shoulder. Breathe. Good. Place the left hand down. We're going to prop it Back up into our three-legged down dog. Option this time to fully flip your dog. So I'm going to bend both knees with control and awareness. Lift the hip and shine the heart forward. Now, as I transition back, I'm going to bring this left knee into the nose and hold it there for 3 breaths. For 2. And 1. Place this foot down, lift it up, crescent lunge. Nice job, guys. Keeping it strong here. Find that neutral spine. If that means you have to bend that back knee, do it. Relax the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're gonna thunderbolt the arms back. So I charge forward. I hug those inner thighs, shoulder blades down the back. Don't forget the arms. Lift, squeeze through the triceps. And then stay in this hinged position. Just bring your hands to heart center. I'm gonna take all my weight in that left leg. I'm gonna tap the right foot up and then back. Tap it up and then back. One more, tap it up and then back. Good. Lift up into crescent. So I'm going to find that neutral spine again. Drop down to that right knee. Take a twist. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Press through the palms, lean back in the twist. This is just one of many twists. So feel free to just modify this one here. Breathe and smile. Good, let's go ahead and bring the hands back to heart center. Curl the back toes under if they're not there, then lift that back leg up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Feel free to stay up nice and high here, yogis, and just like a side lunge. Or if you have that block, you can absolutely kind of sit on that block to help you in this pose. Press through the palms, lift up through the spine. One more breath. And then place the hands down. Let's walk it over to frame that front foot runner's lunge. Left foot meets the right into your plank and you take a flow. Flow it out. A deep breath in. Deep breath out. Coming into the right side, we're going to inhale that right leg up high. Option to come onto that left forearm, but my right fingertips need to walk out. Bend that right knee, take your gaze underneath the right shoulder. Breathe. Really press into that left forearm. Don't let that left shoulder come up towards the ear. Be strong in that shoulder girdle that protects. Beautiful. Go ahead and press back up into your three-legged down dog. And then let's go ahead and flip our dog with control and awareness. Remember, the transitions into the poses are just as important as the poses themselves. Can you remain calm? Can you breathe slow and steady in the transitions? Here we go. We're flipping back over. Bring that right knee into the chest. Hold it here. Strong in the arms, strong in the core for 2. 1. Place the right foot down, crescent lunge. Neutral spine, as if a string is pulling you up through the crown of the head. Deep breath in. Exhale, thunderbolt the arms back, hinge forward, but scoop the belly. Nice, strong back here. Good, bring the hands to heart center, but keep that hinged position. I'm gonna shift my weight into that right leg. I'm gonna tap the left toe up and tap back into that hinged position. It's up and back. Melissa, this is your booty. That's all you get. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Go ahead and find that straight line in the spine. Drop the left knee. Let's take a twist. Left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Maybe keep the back toes curled under because we're going to come back up. Press through the palms. Lean back. Remember that little trick I've taught you that if you lean back in your twists, it automatically helps straighten out that spine. Good, let's go ahead and bring it back to center. Press it up, back into the crescent. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat. Again, feel free to use any props you'd like, or just stay up a little bit higher in like a side lunge. Those of you that know how to take this further, you can absolutely add that bind. If not, just stay here. Beautiful. Take the hands back down if you need it. We're going to walk it over to frame that front foot, runner's lunge. Right foot meets the left into your plank, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a look at the top of your mat. Bend the knees, step, hop, or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's keep that energy going. Big smiles. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant the hands out. Step, hop, or float. Take a float. Downward facing dog. Let's inhale the right leg up this time. Right knee, left tricep. We're going to twist it for 3. Get that right hip pulled up when you twist. 2, strong in the arms, coming into falling triangle. 3, drop the back heel. Slide that leg up. Press the hips up. Notice how you react into these back bends. Keep the breath calm. Left hand down, right leg reaches up. And then exhale, let's bring it through for warrior 2. Good. Bend into that knee, strong in the arms. Beautiful, yogis. From here, we're going to inhale, reverse. Lift out of the spine, but keep that lunge low. You can do it. Stay strong. It's like we're doing this opposition where I'm trying to push my right knee forward, but then slide this left arm back. And then exhale, side angle. Feel free to take the bind, that nice little detoxing twist here, but if you do, remember, lean back, spiraling and stacking the shoulders. Beautiful. Release the bind. Take the left arm up. Good. See if you can hover the fingertips an inch above the mat. Maybe you start to extend the right arm forward. Maybe you take the left arm to meet it. You're hugging that big beach ball. You're so strong. Breathe through this. One more breath. And then inhale, come up. We're taking it into goddess pose. Sit down nice and low. Pull those shoulder blades down the back. Good. Let's inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. My elbows are coming behind me. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, stay low. Just reach the arms. Let's take this left forearm to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. So just play around with this. We're gonna take this a little deeper, but feel free to stay right here if you need to. Left hand comes to the inside of that left foot, and I'm pressing my left hip open with that left elbow. Beautiful, one more breath. Come back up, straighten the front leg, turn the toes inward, hands come onto the hips, inhale, lift up, squeeze the elbows together, exhale, forward fold as you squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward here. Feel free to take about 5 breaths and play around with your inversion. One more breath. Nice. Let's inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, we're going to walk to the back, framing the back foot, runner's lunge, and then lift it back up into crescent. All right, taking a deeper twist here, hands to heart center. Take that full crescent twist. Remember, shift forward, come high on the back toe, but lean back. Maybe you even spiral and open the arms. If I squeeze my inner thighs, my left thigh bone automatically rotates back, which is what we want. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and frame that front foot and then take a nice little flow here. Downward facing dog. All right, let's inhale the left leg up high. Left knee, right tricep for 3. Good. 2. Last one, falling triangle, drop the back heel, extend the leg, reach up. Can you control the breath here? Be upside down. Be present. Good. Right hand comes down. Inhale that left leg up high. Exhale, let's bring it through warrior 2. Good. We're still in the back of the mats. Hopefully you're still there. If not, face the back. Your left leg is forward. Breathe. You know, I got to keep it interesting. That's just the way I am in my practice. I can't do the same poses the same way every time. It's just boring. I want to challenge me not only mentally, but physically as well. Good, deep breath in. Let's exhale, take it back, reverse. So again, find this opposition in this stretch. I'm pressing, trying to send that left knee forward as I slide that right arm back, but I'm also lifting and not collapsing. All right, let's breathe. And then last exhale, let's bring it into that side angle. Again, feel free to bind here if you want to take that bind. If you take that bind, make sure you lean back, stack the shoulders, breathe. Nice, release the bind if you took it. Hover the fingertips an inch above the mat. Then maybe send that left arm forward. Maybe send both arms forward. We're not going to be here long. Spiral the right shoulder open. You can do it, yogis. Breathe and smile. And then inhale, come up, straighten that leg, turn the feet out. Goddess pose. Let's just take the arms out to the side this time. Good, and then just hold. So take it as low as you want or as high as you want. It's up to you. It's your practice. Good. And then we'll take this right forearm onto the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over as I spiral open. Option to stay here, option to take this right hand all the way down and reach it up and over. One more breath. Good. Inhale to lift and lengthen, straighten the legs. Whoo, I know those were singing. Turn the toes inward, hands come out to the side. This time, squeeze inner thighs. Exhale, flat back, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, stay here, or option to play in your inversions again. If you stay here the first time and you're staying here again, maybe just add a little challenge by grabbing the ankles or taking the two peace fingers to the big toes. Bend the elbows and try to shift forward. I know that's super scary, guys, but if you press into the mat with your toes, it's almost like you're using them as brakes. We want to get an alignment here where those hips are over the ankles. Good. Slowly lift up halfway. Smile. Walk over to frame that front foot, runner's lunge, and then inhale, lift, lift, lift the arms up. Exhale, deeper twist, hands to heart center. Left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Press through the palms. Maybe open up the arms here. Squeeze inner thighs to pull that right thigh bone back. Nice, and then frame that front foot. We're gonna find down dog here. We're coming back to that twisted frog. Bend the knees, chest to thighs, turn the knees to the left, and then slither through into your chaturanga up dog, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, chest to thighs, turn the knees to the right, slither through into chaturanga up dog, downward facing dog. Did we do it? Yes. All right, let's look at the top of your mat. Bend the knees, step, hop, or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's just take a moment. Close the eyes. Notice if that heart rate is pounding faster than the breath. We want to reconnect rhythm of breath, rhythm of heartbeat. That tells us we're in that calm state, present state of mind. So take a moment. All right, let's open the eyes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit back, Uttanasana, chair pose. So hips are back. My knees are not pressing over the toes. Strong in the arms, scoop the belly. So hug the ribs in. This is a strong pose. If this is easy, then you're not doing something right. I'm just going to say that. Breathe. Good. Let's go ahead and thunderbolt the arms back. So I'm going to drop my hips back even lower. Maybe my chest even rests on my thighs. Inhale back up into chair. Try not to lift the hips. Exhale, thunderbolt. So keep the hips where they are. Just lift the upper body. Inhale. It's more challenging. You can do it. We have one more. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step, hop, or float. Take a flip. Being in that downward facing dog. All right, let's stick with the right leg. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, bring it through, warrior one. Drop that back heel. Press through the outer edge of the back foot. Square the hips off, pulling left hip forward, right hip back. And then we take eagle arms, right arm underneath the left. Good, we're gonna add a little crunch here. So inhale, lift, exhale, crunch, round the spine, scoop the belly. Inhale, lift, lengthen out of the spine, exhale, crunch. Good, inhale, lift, exhale, crunch. One more, inhale, exhale. Inhale, release the arms, straighten the front leg, fold forward, pyramid pose. Feel free to adjust that back foot in, keeping the hips squared. You want this leg straight, yogis. So if you need to, put your hands on the shin or on blocks. If I train myself to bend the knee, that's the only place I'm gonna get, okay? So even if you have to modify with blocks. All right, let's inhale, lift up halfway. We're coming into some balancing poses. So we're gonna shift into warrior three. I'm gonna take this slow. So just lift the left leg, maybe bring the hands to heart center and then lift up through the back. Square the left hip off, squeeze the inner thighs. Beautiful, let's take it into half moon. Right hand comes down or on a block, left leg lifts, lifts, lifts. Don't bind here because we're gonna transition, we're gonna flow. We're gonna revolve it. So revolving half moon, left hand down, right arm reaches up. Remember, the transitioning in the pose is just as important. Right hand down, left arm reaches up. Take this with a slow, steady breath. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Beautiful. Find that standing split. Handstanders, if you want to practice your handstand here, place the hands down, little hops. Maybe you catch some air time. Good. Landing on that right leg. And then drop it down, runner's lunge. Left knee drops down, take it into your half monkey split. Press the hips back, leg is straight. Yes, we are going there. But remember, you can always stay here. Those of you that want to add the splits, add the splits. If you have blocks, by all means, use a block. Breathe and smile. Remember, these are the challenging poses that like to not only challenge us in our body, but challenge us in the mind. These challenging poses are what makes it hard to remain calm, to remain present. So you're breathing into the pose. If I take it too far, there's no way I can breathe into the pose. So coming into the appropriate depth for your body and not trying to force it. Remember, we have that ethic of yoga, ahimsa, non-violence, and compassion for our bodies. So make sure we're practicing that in our yoga practice. One more breath. Good. So from here, if you're in that half monkey split, just find your way into a runner's lunge and then take a flow. If you're in the split, make sure that back toe's curled under. I'm going to kind of slide this leg back up, and then I'm going to shift forward and I'm going to take a flow. Don't worry how you get through that, just get through it. Oh, you guys are doing fantastic. Super, super proud. Let's inhale the left leg up high. Exhale, bring it through, warrior one. Good. Find that neutral spine. Press through the outer edge of the back foot. Breathe. This left arm's gonna come underneath the right this time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round the spine, scoop the belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release the arms, straighten the front leg. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose. Remember, you can take your hands onto the shin or onto the blocks. Adjust the back foot and just make sure those hips are square. All right, yogis, inhale, lift. The inevitable is coming, standing balancing poses. And this is my bad leg, so I'm right there with you. I don't like these. My hip doesn't like these. We're coming up into warrior three. Good. Squeeze inner thighs, lift up through the back of the spine, the back of the leg. We're gonna get a release here in a minute, one more breath. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Open it up, half moon. Find balance, but know we're gonna start to move here. Good, right hand comes down, left arm up, revolving, half moon. Hi, how we doing? Left hand down, right arm reaches up. And then right hand down, left arm reaches up. And then find that standing split or needle pose. Again, if you want a handstand hop, feel free. Again, I'm not trying to force this, just be gentle. And if you took those handstands, land on the left leg, place both hands down, runner's lunge. Right knee down, press the hips back, half monkey splits. All right, yogis, feel free to stay here or slide it out. Remain calm, breathe. Notice how I'm not talking as much on this side because this is my more challenging side. So I'm trying to focus. Good. And then if you're in that half monkey split, feel free to rebend back into that left knee, find your runner's lunge, take a flow. If you're in the split, go ahead and slide this leg to your half monkey split. Bend it, runner's lunge, take a flow. Downward facing dog. All right, let's take a deep, deep sigh breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Oh, I didn't hear you that time. Let's try it one more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. Shift into your plank. Shoulders over the wrists. We're going to chaturanga all the way down to our bellies, working our backs here. So chaturanga, nice and slow for 4, 3, 2, and let it go. All right, so we strengthened our core. We're going to strengthen our back because, believe it or not, our back is part of our core. We have these transverse abdominis, which wraps around our entire back. So let's go ahead and take the forehead down, palms face up. And as you inhale, you're going to lift the legs, lift the arms. Breathe and hold. I'm not going to tell you how long, so get out of the head, get out of the mind. You can do this. One more breath. Good. Release it down. Bring your hands by your chest. Lift up into your cobra. Hold it there. Beautiful, slowly come down. We're going to layer here. Each time is going to be more challenging. Take your arms out into airplane. Palms facing down, forehead down. Here we go. Inhale, lift and hold. Good. Lower down, hands by the chest, lift up into your cobra. So we're strengthening and then we're stretching. Good. Slowly come down. Last and final one. Most challenging, do what you can. Arms extend out in front. Now, before we lift, make sure when you lift, you're pulling the shoulder blades down the back. So I'm retracting, trying to squeeze, not lifting. Okay, so deep breath in. And then exhale, lift. Higher. You guys can lift higher than that. I feel like I'm like right on the ground. It's okay. We can do it. Just focus on the breath. Be present. Release it down, hands by the chest. Last cobra, inhale, lift. Those of you that want to add the challenge here, maybe bend the knees. Just play, just flirt with it. You don't have to. Exhale, let's release it down. Let's take that right ear to the mat. And then we'll windshield wiper the knees right and left. Beautiful. Since we're down here, let's go ahead and take our shoulder stretch. I'm going to bring this left arm out to the side, or I like to take that 90-degree angle, that goalpost angle, right? I'm going to roll over on my left hip. My right foot comes behind the left leg. If you have that block, let's go ahead and bring the neck in alignment by placing that block underneath the neck. If you don't have a block, you can make a fist with that right hand and place that fist underneath the left head, part of the head or the ear. And let's go ahead and slowly roll onto our stomachs. Release the block if you took it, arms by your side, and just pause here and observe for a moment before we come into the other side. All right, let's go ahead and place that right arm all the way out, palm facing down, or that 90-degree angle. I'm going to roll onto my right hip. My left foot comes behind the right leg, and if I have a block, please support the neck, put it in alignment. Breathe. And one more breath here. And then slowly roll on to the bellies, left ear to the mat, release that block, arms by your side, just observe. All right, let's go ahead and place the hands by our chest, curl the toes under, press back down, dog. We're gonna end in our pigeon pose here, so choose a leg you'd like to start with. I'm gonna inhale the left leg up high. Exhale, bring it through for your pigeon. Good, so if you have that block, absolutely feel like you can put that block underneath the left hip just to kind of square it off a little bit. And I always like to check in, make sure that back hip is in line with that ankle. And then just surrender here. We'll take about 5 breaths. Two more breaths, slow and steady. And slowly, mindfully press yourself up. Curl that back toe under, press through the palms, back to that downward facing dog. Feel free to kind of bend the knees, stretch that left hip out. And let's inhale the right leg up high. If you took the other side, just make sure you take the left leg. And then always just check in. I like to check in for that alignment. And then surrender forward. 5 slow, steady breaths. Last breath. Nice, let's slowly press it up. This time we're just gonna swing this back leg to meet the top because we're gonna end in our shoulder stand. So again, if you have that handy dandy block, feel free to place the block underneath the sacrum and just do legs up the wall. If you'd like to add that full expression of the shoulder stand, feel free to press the hips up. And the more I get my elbows underneath me and press through the elbows and press through the backs of the shoulders, the more I'm gonna lift off of the neck. So we want very little pressure on that neck. This is our cooling inversion, which is why we always end with this one in our practice. And if you want to take it into your plow, feel free to take that. Nice and controlled here. Trying to lift those hips on top of the shoulders. So this plow is a great pose if you have lower back problems. If you press through the toes, it's almost like you're getting that traction in the spine like you would at a chiropractor. And then of course, if you want to take it into that deaf man's pose, I like to hold it here for about 2 or 3 breaths. And then just slowly start to bring it back up into that shoulder stand. And then we slowly roll it down 1 vertebrae at a time. I place my hands underneath the sacrum. I come right into my counter pose fish. Prop it up, extend to the neck back. And then slightly tuck the chin in, release the hands, give yourself 1 last little hug here. Maybe even give yourself a little kiss on the right knee, on the left knee, reminding you the most important love is self-love. We have to be able to love ourselves first before we can share our love with others. So remember that, guys. You are important. We're going to come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Feel free to come into seated meditation. I'm just going to turn the lights off. Good. So don't leave. This is the most important part. Everything we just did was basically warm up for this. Allowing ourselves to just be, right? Let the mind go, let the body go. Just allow yourself and your body to be in this moment, be in this space. Relax the jaw, relax the muscles in the face, and let the feet turn out naturally so you're not holding any tension in the legs.
Let's take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feel free to stay there, yogis, as long as you'd like. Well, let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your beautiful practice with me this evening. Always remember to love unconditionally, live intentionally, and laugh and smile each and every day. And the divine in me honors the divine in each and every one of you. And together we say, Namaste. Beautiful job, yogis. Have a great night. I will see you hopefully tomorrow for bar at 4.
Thank you.
Yay!